Hello. Okay, there we go. Oh, today's stream is gonna be a nightmare. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Big Bad Bench. My name is John, aka Big Bad Biologist. And today I wanted to do a lot of different things. We'll see what actually happens here. So, on the Big Bad Bench, you can see we have a motherboard with AMD on here. So this is a Ryzen system, is a MSI B350 Tomahawk motherboard. You can see we have three Ryzen processors here. This is a Ryzen 3600, 5800X, and 5900X. And then in the board, we actually have a Ryzen 2400G. And let me show you what happens when we power this thing on. So this is what we get, right? We got fan spin. No video with any of these processors. I've tried the processors in my old system. This thing is dead, which really sucks because that was the whole point of today's stream. I recently bought this motherboard and it's not working. So what are we going to do about that? I'm not sure exactly, but you can see here we have my X48 programmer. So I think what we're going to do is rip off the BIOS chip and try to update the BIOS the hard way. And so we'll see if putting a new BIOS on this board makes it work. You can see there's nothing happening on the screen behind me. All right, so let's shut this thing down and say hi to folks in the chat. We got Francois Revolve, Retrotech Tom, All Things DG, Sloopy Malibu, Lazy Blue Goat, Trina's Techno Babble, Tech Ambrosia, Garth Beagle, Gut Bomb, Mac84 is here. Trina asks, are you sure it's not a logic board? This is a motherboard, darn it, Steve. This is a motherboard. So yes, I've reset the BIOS, I pulled the battery, I jumpered the jumper, and nothing's working. The reason I want to do this is because of this guy right here. This is an Adaptec 2940UW. Really nice older SCSI card. But if you have a 2940UW in your PC, you can hook your blue SCSI up to it. I want a blue SCSI in my main streaming PC. So, yeah, that was the whole point. I want to downgrade because this has two PCI slots. You can have a new computer with PCI slots, and I have drivers that work under Windows 10 on this. So what we're gonna do is we got our hot air station set to 390 degrees. Generally, newer boards have some issues. Tech Ambrosia says shift the DDR slot. Yeah, I've tried all the RAM slots. I've tried other RAMs that I also know are good, and it's just there's no life at all out of this thing. And like normally with Ryzen systems, you can hear like the memory training. You'll hear the fan sort of slow down and spin up, and so it doesn't do any of that. And so we're gonna go at this the way that, oh, I don't know if we should do this, but we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah, well, so according to the silk screening on this one, that is the first slot. Or the last slot should be the last slot. But I have tried it in all of them. But anyway, let's get this going. We're gonna leave this all plugged in. We got the power off on the power supply. The other thing, oh, I forgot to point out, well, we'll probably see it again after this doesn't work, that there's 4 LEDs on the motherboard. One says CPU, one says RAM, I forget what else they say, but the CPU light or LED is lit up. And generally that's a pretty good sign that there's something wrong with the CPU detection. So this is our BIOS chip. You can see our solder's starting to go. Don't just start ganking on it. Just let the solder flow. There we go. Okay. So one of the great things about Ryzen systems is, you know, the original 1000 series was fine, and they improved as they went along. And originally with the B300 series, or the 300 series motherboards from AMD, AMD said they weren't going to support them past 3000 series processors, so this like Ryzen 3600 here. But eventually AMD caved. We're going to put, there we go. There's a dot there on the chip. It's going to go up here. Okay, that little claw guy. Originally AMD said they were only going to go up to 3000 series. They wound up caving and supporting the 5000 series in the 300 series motherboards. And so it gives you really good longevity. And so it's cool that we could potentially have a SCSI card with a 5000 series AMD processor. Hello, Alex, and hello, I80386SX. Sloopy says, got a great idea, John. Get rid of it and then get a quick Quadra 840 AV. So, Quadra 840 AV, I have my own Quadra 840 AV, which is a Macintosh IIvx that we'll get to later in the stream. This was the start of my bad week, starting in last week's stream, so we'll talk about that later. Things just seem to have gotten worse, and I'll talk about all the mess that I've been dealing with. Okay, so we got our chip inside of our programmer. Let's go to this. Okay, so this is the software for the programmer. And so I don't know if this might not capture properly, and I apologize if it doesn't. So if we go to load, I don't know if you're going to see everything that I'm showing here. This is the BIOS for this thing. Okay. You can see we've got oh, you know what I need to do? I need to save this one first. We need to read this one. I already put in the chip model in the programmer. So let's do read. Uh-oh. It did not detect it. Uh-oh. So that's one of the problems with this little programmer adapter majig. Sometimes the little fingers fingies don't do it right. Oh, come on, guy. Oh, are you seeing this mess that I'm seeing? No, you're not seeing my error messages. Oh, God. All right. You want to see my error messages. That's the best part of this whole thing. Oh, maybe it was a slightly different chip. So they have the slightly different one. Let's read that one. Read? No. Okay. Well, this sucks. All right. Let's try something else. Let's go back to here. And somewhere around here, I should have more adapter majigs. Okay, so this is the hard way to deal with these, but sometimes it works better. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna solder that chip right onto this board. Sometimes it gets better contact. So let's go under the microscope for this. Sloopy says the T48 runs in horror. Yeah, they're fun. Aren't they fun? Okay, so there's our chip. We're gonna solder you down. We're gonna do this the hard way. I would prefer to use the little clippy guy, but sometimes the clippy guy is not very cooperative. Gonna use our tweezers. Get some tiny solder. Oh my gosh. Trina was using helping hands earlier. You can understand why helping hands are useful for these kinds of things. We just have the big bad bench. Oh, 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 you jerk. Oh, you jerk. Don't worry, people. We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. This might be an 8-hour stream of just me soldering this little chip onto there. There you go. Now you're doing it. Oh, I could probably put this into the programmer to help hold it. That would have been smart. Oh, jeez. That might help a little. It's always fun doing this stuff on stream. It's like you do it a lot. And then you do it on stream and it's like a whole different level of fun. Okay. I think we're good. Hey, Chris Angelos. Welcome. All right, so we'll get rid of this one. Like I said, these are good sometimes. Sometimes they can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Gonna stick this in here like that. Clip her down. Okay, let's try this again. Ooh. This is not reading at all. I say. Let's try a different, oh, gotta show you, oh, no, you're not gonna see what I'm seeing anyway. All right, sorry folks. 166.3, select. Yep, this thing, maybe the chip is bad. Huh, that would be interesting. You normally don't see these little EEPROMs die, but it's theoretically possible. Let's make sure that this is connected properly. I would assume that pin 1 is pin 1, but I've been fooled before. I don't know why it's inconsistent. What the heck, bro? Maybe my probes are bad? That's weird. Okay, one moment, please. That's funny. So I do have this board, which has a different BIOS chip on it, but I think its format is the same. That's weird. Let's rip this chip off and program it with something else. So this board was the board I was originally going to use, but it is also dead, and I have changed the BIOS in this one. So yeah, there's going to be some cursing, I think, in today's stream. RIP monetization, exactly. Okay. Let's go under the microscope. Well, I got my solder sitting right next to that. That was going to melt. Oh, oh, you jerk. Oh, you jerk. Okay. You sit down. Okay, so this one is a different chip. This is a WinBond something or other. WinBond 25Q128. So we're going to change up in there. 25Q128. What's our number? FW. Okay. Let's go back to here. And let's read our chip. Oh my gosh. It says no. It says no. The heck, bro. Alright, I'm gonna do a thing that I don't like doing. I'm gonna squish this down while we're in there. Maybe I wasn't making good contact. Oh, it's reading it now. Okay, we're reading it. Okay, good, good. Okay, so you're not going to be able to see, let's see, let's go to here. You can kind of see that we're doing a thing. And so now we're going to load the file for this board. Yeah, that's this one. Okay, let's program. I think they're both 16 meg chips, so it should be okay. I think their pinouts are the same too. That's also the more important bit. I really wish you could see what's happening here. Right now we're getting the erase dialog. What happens? Nope. Yeah, it won't let you see the pop-up windows. I'm sorry. Come on, guy. Do your programming mess. We're still erasing. We're erasing. Oh, our thing got all the way to our progress bar, made it all the way to the end. Now we're programming. 20%. While we're waiting, if folks like my hat, you can buy hats like this somewhere. Hey, Gutbomb, where can people buy hats like this? He might not be around. Okay. It's verifying. It's done. I'm going to hit verify one more time. Gutbomb's partner made this hat, and so I think she has an online store. I forget where you can find what the store's name is though. Okay, so that programmed successfully. Let's take it off of there. Should probably not do this while it's in the programmer. Okay. Stick that on the board. This one goes this way. There it is. Thank you, Gutbomb. Oh, I'm gonna clean off the pads first. Let's put a little flux. Let's clean off our pads. Let's pretend this is an old Mac and do it like the way I do the old Mac stuff. Clean off the pads. Put a little flux on there. And Garth with the save. You can't see what I'm doing. Sure, it'd be nice if you could. Oh, come on. Okay. Cleaned up. It's like we're professionals or something. So if you're pro, you can do this with the hot air. I'm not particularly great at doing it, although sometimes I do like to use the hot air to sort of polish up the joints when we're done. This is not easy to do with the giant heatsink in the way. Let's move the heatsink. Oh yeah, and while we're under here, I did also find something concerning on this board. I'll show you in a second. Okay. Got this chip in. Okay. New BIOS chip installed. Let's see what happens here. Look at this. What's different about these three capacitors that you see? This guy has been damaged. So apparently the guy had some issues taking the processor out of the socket, which sucks. It could mean that he damaged something on the board, which is why this isn't working. But sometimes it's good to just try the BIOS thing. Okay, this should be doable now. Who's ready to try this mess? Power on. 3, 2, 1. Did you hear the fan spin up and go down? Our CPU light is blinking. It's never done that before. It's never blunk before. Is blunk the past of blinking? Blink. Come on. Main screen turn on. Main screen turn on. Hey, come back. Come on, turn on. Yes! Yeah! Oh, man. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. Honestly, who thought that wasn't going to work? Oh, man. All right. Should probably just end the stream here. Go out on a win. All right. So let's go back to here. Let's shut this thing down. Now, here's the thing de resistance. Will it post with a Ryzen 9 5900X? It's a lot of CPU for this motherboard. Garth says if you don't run LimeWire all the time, you wouldn't get them BIOS viruses. That is very true, Garth. All right, so we're going to use this old crappy video card. We're going to shut the power off. 5900X. AMD does not make the little triangles obvious, so look for your triangles. They used to be more obvious. Look at the triangle on the 2400G versus the 5000. Come on, are you really saving that much money with your triangles? Okay. Let's try this one. Oh, power supply's off. Yep, see how it went up and down? It's telling you that it's doing a thing. And that's the whole like memory training process. Our lights are moving. That's always a good sign. You want these lights to move. You don't want them to just stay in one spot. But are we actually booting? We're constantly cycling here. It might not be a fan of this video card. This is an older video card. Nope, there we go. There we go. There is no graphics output protocol support detected in this card. Well, it's working. All right, whatever. We're gonna call this a win. All right, let's switch up our board. This is awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man, I can't believe this worked. How long have we been going? A half hour. Okay, let's do this quick then, because I want to get to the other system. That's why everyone comes here, right? For the old Mac stuff, not this relatively new Ryzen stuff. Oh yeah, I also forgot. This week was Halloween. And you always want to make sure to check your kids' candy. People do weird stuff to candy. I found this on the ground outside of my house. And I think there's something wrong with it. So we should look at this. Let's zoom in a little. So these are my favorite. If you want to get on my good side, give me chocolate and peanut butter. But I think there's something that's not right about these. I found this on my sidewalk. Oh, yeah, yep. This is definitely sus, as Garth says. Somebody replaced it with spindler plastic. What the heck is wrong with people? Why would you do that to kids? You really want them eating that spindler plastic? Jeez. Humanity these days. Okay. Sorry. Little side project. All right. Here's our system. Ugh. I'm putting this out on the big bad bench also. I picked up a load of crap last weekend. This is like a thirst trap for iMac people. The little thing that you put around your iMac puck, turned it into a regular mouse, and it has all of the different colors in there. I think Steve might drive up to steal this from me. Set this aside. Here is our system. Garth says, I bet John ate the candy. What? What? You mean you don't think I actually found that on the sidewalk? Brad Bell, hello, welcome to the channel. Says, I had one of those. Yeah, everyone that had an iMac, that actually used their iMac, would have had one of those. Okay. There's this. I'm going to put this on top of our power tower of crap. Oh, don't drop your RAM, John. What the hell, man? So there's our Corsair RGB. We are professional gamer RAM here. One thing I think we might, oh no, thought we had RGB control. I don't think we do. I think we actually have a USB RGB control in this thing. Not that I use it, I think it's just stuck on white. It's good to know that messed up capacitor isn't causing our issues. I worried that they, or was a symptom of other issues. I was worried they probably like screwed up the socket. I looked around inside the socket and didn't see anything. So if anyone needs a, I forget what, this is a B550 motherboard. Anyone needs some Ryzen gaming stuff. So I was thinking about what I'm gonna do with the $100 PC that I built for Tech Ambrosia's Cheap PC Challenge. So let me all know what you think of this idea. So I was gonna throw a Ryzen 3600 in it, upgrade the RAM to 16 gigs, because right now it only has 8. And so Ryzen 3600, 8 gigs RAM, or 16 gigs RAM, and a GTX 1080. And then I was gonna post it on Craigslist for like a few $100 and try to get some people that are like trying to find computers for their kids for the holidays. And then when they come and get it, just give it to them. So I thought that might be a fun thing to do. Okay, so we got to take these brackets off. Oh yeah, also I found the settings for my commercials and I changed it so they shouldn't happen as often. Let me know if it feels like you're getting less commercials than you used to. Because I found the commercials kind of annoying. So doing this, we are going to downgrade our system. So B350 motherboard doesn't have the faster PCI Express that you would have with a B550. But it's not going to hurt our performance for what we use this for, right? This is a streaming PC. So the most part, what I need is like CPU performance. And so we're not going to be bandwidth restrained by that. I don't do any video editing, apparently. I mean, you can see that on my channel that I don't edit anything. So I think this will be fine. Let's plop all of our RAM in there. Tech Ambrosia says, as long as you don't list it for less than the sum total of its components, because you'll get people who just want to disassemble it and flip. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. I guess we should clean this and this. Let's get the old thermal compound off of here. I'm going to apply thermal compound live on the interweb. Watch out, people. Wait for the bad comments to hit. Let's add a little isopropanol. Trina says she would never buy a computer for that purpose. Okay. Oh, we're kind of zoomed in, aren't we? Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh gosh, that's the opposite way. Let's go back out this way. There we go. All right, we need thermal compound now. That's how much thermal compound we're putting on. That's how much. Send your hate mail to bigbadbiologists@gmail.com. Steve says, don't forget to hide a chocolate chip under the heatsink for bonus smells. Okay. I think that's all we got to do here. I got thermal compound all over this. Oh, geez. Look at the mess I made. Oh, my God. What a friggin' mess. Oh, well. Close enough. Oh, shoot. I don't have my I/O shield. Let's see. Did he include an I/O shield? Yay. Okay. Just gonna check this. Oh yeah. This got abused a little bit, but it's okay. Never hold your motherboard by the heatsink. Actually, on these, it's fine. take this. I buy a lot of used components. I mean, this case was used, the motherboard was used, heatsink was used, and I think a lot of the stuff I buy is from like stoner kids, because this smells like potpourri. It's like they do a lot of smelly stuff, so they think their parents will never know that they smoke pot in their rooms. At least it smells better than my workshop, so, you know. Okay, that's on, that's in there. Got to connect our power there. That's a fan header. We'll plug you in, fan. That's a SATA cable. That's a SATA cable. I don't know that we're going to have all these drives actually installed, but it doesn't hurt to do it. Oh, I see a bad thing. Hey, Jack 68K. This is my streaming PC, and we had to make a thing happen in order to make it work. Had to rip the BIOS chip off and replace it. All right, so what's happening here is that I saw one of the pins in the USB 3 header was effed, and I'm trying to straighten it. I don't know if I can show this to you. No, I can't show you, but the USB 3 header is this guy right here, and there was one of the pins was pretty bent, and there's a good chance when I stick this in here that it's gonna bend again. Okay. So that's a USB header. There's the front panel connector. That's in there. Audio connector. Oh yeah, I guess we should put some screws in this guy, huh? Screws. Yeah, Steve's Dell adventures were something. All right, we are getting close. I just want to see this thing power up. I won't make you sit here and watch me install Windows 10. Just want to see this thing power on as a complete system. But I will need to, like actually, what do I have in there? Yeah, just the HDMI capture card is in the streaming PC, so I'm gonna have to take that out, put it in this guy. I really miss having PC beep speakers to assist with post. And for these, you really don't have to crank it down. You just want them snug. Don't want to hurt your board. Okay. So RTX 2070 Super. Get that nice NVIDIA encoding. I had an AMD card in here for a while, but I was not a fan of the encoding quality. Trina asked, why not install Windows 11? Because I hate Windows 11. I realize I'm going to have to go to it eventually, but you're going to have to drag me kicking and screaming. The one thing that I'm going to have to do is a lot of old motherboards will have a Windows license already attached to them. And so if you try to install Windows 10 Pro or Home, a lot of times it'll automatically detect that when you're doing the install, if you're connected to the internet, and automatically activate you. So I'll often install one. If it doesn't activate, then install the other, and you get a free Windows 10 key. And with these systems, theoretically the Ryzen 5000 series should update to Windows 11 fine eventually. So this is one of the cards I use, a USB-C card, and this is a Blackmagic HDMI card. Oh, so this is an issue. I'm gonna need a 2-slot video card. Yeah, because I need to put this in here. Oh, we found a problem with this brilliant build. So we're going to put our USB-C card here, which is an electrical 8-bit 8X slot. And we'll put our Blackmagic card in here. But I need another 1X slot for my other HDMI card, which is being hidden. So I'm gonna have to go find an NVIDIA 2-slot card. So that I can put my other HDMI card in there. Oh well, it's okay. It'll be okay. Don't worry. Tech Ambrosia recommends the Quadro P series. Yeah, that would be good. As long as they have the NVIDIA encoders, that's all I care about. I'm actually impressed with the GTX 980 is using some manner of NVIDIA encoder. So it's taken away most of the hard work for doing the stream. Okay, I think we are assembled. We got stuff plugged in. Let's see if this thing turns on. We'll even plug a keyboard in. I'm going to use this ugly gamer mouse or a gamer keyboard that I got with the Tech Ambrosia PC. Joe's Computer Museum. And let's use HDMI because we're fancy like that with this computer. And Joe is right. Hopefully main screen turn on. We're gonna have to do it manually though because we gotta switch sources. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Oh no, it hates me. We now have DRAM and CPU lights. Wow. You jerk. Ah, crap. That's funny. What the heck, bro? Yeah. It could be trying to do the, let's go down to one stick. Take them all out. Take them all out. And let's go. Well, the board is telling me that this is the proper first one. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Nope, there it goes. Oh. There actually is a spot for a speaker. Duh. I didn't see that. I thought there wasn't a jumper for the speaker. Ow. We use our fan spin as a speaker on this computer. There we go. We worked. It worked. Back in my day, RAM was green. Okay. So it's turning on. Going into BIOS. That's good. That's good. Let's see what happens if we add another stick. Wow. Okay. We got errors. It doesn't like dual channel. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's definitely not good. Let's see what happens if we stick this one in here. Yeah. That's gonna boot fine. Dang. F2. Oh. Okay. Tech Ambrosia really wants me to change which slots I'm in, so I will do that. Come on. There we go. I really like this little LED system. Oh. The LEDs are telling me stuff. Let's do 1 and 3. We got a bad channel. I think we got a bad RAM channel. Huh. Let's repopulate them all again. Maybe something will work magically. Okay. Train, you jerk. Train. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Let's change what we're looking at here. Let's look at so right now we have XMP disabled. We've got profile for DDR4 4000 in here. It's set to auto. Let's see what options we have. Let's stick to like, let's do 3000. That should be fine for this RAM. There we go. Nice. And do we have all the RAM? Physical memory, 32 gigs. All right. We are rocking. Okay. Hey, Bacchus. Oh, man. You missed some fun today. All right. So this is good. Time to move on to... this is the SSD I got. We'll see how this goes. So this is silicon power. Not super high end, but it should be fine for this computer. And it was under $100. So I think that's going to be a decent setup for me. Like I said, I don't keep a lot of data around since I, do everything with streams. So it should be an okay SSD for me. All right, so we are reassembled. Ooh, I'm gonna set you aside. Let's get to the thing that we are all here for and see if I'm gonna bang my head into a wall. So, last weekend, I showed this Macintosh IIvx, and it was kind of nasty. We recapped it, and before we recapped it, it actually chimed, and I think we even booted it. But then after that, after we recapped it, it would not even power on. And so this is the power supply from this thing. For those that don't know, that's also the power supply from, well, this is also one of these from one of these. My other cursed Macintosh IIvx. Or actually, no, this one was from the Macintosh IIvx. This one's a Delta. This one was from my PowerMac 7100. And so all of these have been recapped. They are all good. So I tried all the different power supplies, same thing. And then I tried my PowerMac 7100 and it was dead. So I don't know what's going on. You might see that I have this keyboard sitting here that says cursed. This was attached to these computers when they stopped working. The other thing that happened to me last week is I lost a Macintosh LC and a Macintosh LC2, and they were both attached to this keyboard when that happened. So I'm wondering if there's something wrong with this and it's shorting out, like something on the egret chips. I don't know exactly, but I marked this so that I don't plug this in again because I feel that it is an evil keyboard. So I took the board in, I gave it an ultrasonic bath. Sometimes when you have boards that don't do, that like don't power up, like one of the things that can happen is like when you're desoldering your old caps, you get like little solder balls that go and hang out underneath of chips, and then they sort of short things out. So hopefully an ultrasonic bath would like clear out a lot of that stuff. I also lost the stupid power switch during the cleaning, which I think I washed it down the sink, which made me hurt. But anyway, so let's see what happens with this thing. So, and the reason that I really want to get a Macintosh IIvx working, and Steve says I should 3D print those. Yes, 3D print those darn switches. The whole reason I want a IIvx is because the other IIvx that I bought came with this PowerPC upgrade card that I really want to see if it works. And so that's the whole reason I bought another freaking IIvx. I did deoxit the power switch. I think the power switch is fine. The other nice thing about this one is it came with two 512K VRAM SIMs. This one is, that one's not that one. Let's go with this one. Oh, so I pulled out my 2CI and I tried all the power supplies in the 2CI and they're all fine. Okay, that's this one for this guy. Let's plug you in. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Chime. Freaking A. We got a chime. Okay, okay. All right, nobody touch anything. Nobody touch anything. We're gonna use this. This was in a bunch of crap that I bought last week. This will help support the power supply. There we go. Look at that. That's nice. Let's plug in a monitor. Let's plug in a freaking monitor. Where did my monitor adapter go? There it is. Gut Bob said, wait a minute. Uh-oh. I didn't wait a minute. What did you want me to wait for, Gut Bomb? So this board was not very corroded, but it was very gross. You know, it had a bunch of electrolyte all over it, so I could have caused an issue. Oh, nominated Gut Bomb to design it. Okay. All right. So let's see if this turns on again. 3, 2, 1. Chime. Do we get main screen turn on? We got gray screen. We got a thing. Sweet. Holy crap. Did we fix 2 things in one stream? Holy crap. That does not happen around here. Let's give this thing some RAM and a blue SCSI, and let's see if it boots. Okay, we got flashing question mark. So I do want to mention that these Ace-Tech power supplies, they have the same model number, AA16870. They have different stuff on the inside, and I made a capacitor map for this one, and I have previously posted, the capacitor map for that one. After today's stream, I'll post a link to the capacitor map for this one in the video description. Let's go blue SCSI. I know I have 4 megs of built-in RAM, but my image is a 753 image, and it's a little bit of a RAM hog. I don't want to touch anything. I fear it's not going to work again. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Oh, I forgot the mouse. Check out this mouse. This was in a lot of stuff that I bought last week. Micro Speed. It's a more different wheelie mouse. This thing is powering on like a champ. Bacchus says that Garth Beagle looked into if there was a way that you could tell which one of those was which. Okay, we got the gray screen with round corners. Check Ambrosia says it's a sexy trackball. Yes, yes, it is a sexy trackball. And it works. Steve says he booted a 761 image with 6 megs of RAM. That's impressive. Oh man, what the heck? What else do we need to fix today? Holy crap. I'm not used to having 2 things work at once. I'm gonna have to buy a BIOS chip, I guess. A replacement EEPROM for that other system. Oh, so you know what else this means now? It means we gotta try this. Joe says every machine I own was killed by a keyboard. Bacchus says he caught me, yeah. You need to test the PPC card, yeah. Trina wants me to work on her LG Gram motherboard. Nah, I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna have to find the extension for this thing. Let's just make sure everything is recognized here. $60-30, 31 megahertz, 20 megs of RAM. The FPU is being seen. We are rocking. This thing is good. Oh, that's what set us off last week. Now I remember. We plugged in the PowerPC card. That's what made it stop working. shoot. I don't know if this is a full-on PowerPC install of 7.5. But this, oh, wrong thing. So this is a Daystar card. I don't know if this is, because I heard that Apple had one of these that they sold. You want me to put in the Apple Legacy CD and do an upgrade? You want me to do software stuff on a stream? All right. Okay, here we go. We are about to break a perfectly functioning Macintosh IIvx. Macintosh IIvx, we barely knew ye. 3, 2, 1. Chime. Chime. What time is it? 1:18. So I have the 761 install CD on this image. Could I just do a fresh 761 install over top of this install? You should see here, it'll pop up in a second. Here's our... Okay. Steve says, just do an upgrade. Here we go. Hold my hand, Steve. Okay. Go to custom install. We have OS 761 upgrade, update. I'm not getting anything that says PowerPC. Oh, am I already? I thought this was 753. No, this is 753. Maybe the Mac OS 761 update will already kind of do that. We can also do the driver. Dang you, stream delay. While you're here, people, would you mind hitting the like button? Let's just do this. Let's do this update. Let's go. I'm not holding. I'm going. I'm just going. Sorry, Steve. Problems were found. Yeah, whatever. There's probably something wrong. Oh, okay. Hey, one bit. How's it going, man? I didn't see you come in. I'm sorry. There you are. Now I see you. Yes, we'll sign our lives away. Custom install. Here we go. Top option universal. There we go. Yay! We did you. We did it. We did it. All right, so for folks that have joined late, we will review what we've done so far today. So my main goal was to get my new streaming PC or my old streaming PC downgraded. So we downgraded to a B350 motherboard from a B550. And that gave us PCI slots so that I can add a SCSI card so that I can have a blue SCSI in my Windows 10 computer. The computer that I got, click continue. Yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll have to reinstall my Wi-Fi stuff. When I got the other board, this is a different B350 board. When I got the other board, it did not power up. I checked all my CPUs that I have in my older computer, and they were all fine. So it was a problem with the motherboard. So what we did was we pulled off the BIOS chip and attempted to flash it, and it seemed like the chip was bad. It would not get detected by my reader. So then that's where this board came in. I pulled the BIOS chip off of this one, reprogrammed it, put it on the other B350 motherboard, and it works. And so now I have a system with a Adaptec 2940 UW in it that is going to be able to have us with a blue SCSI in my modern PC, my streaming PC, no less. And then another thing we did was we found Spindler plastic in a package of Reese's pumpkins, because people like to hide shit in their candy. So now what we're doing is we're trying our Macintosh IIvx, and it's powered up. We currently have the PowerPC upgrade card in it, although I don't think it's detected. We probably should have checked that with Snooper. But Steve is walking me through upgrading it so that it has the PowerPC extension-y doodads, so that it's actually a thing. Oh my god, I'm tired. I'm not used to this much winning on the stream. Yes, Joe says the Macintosh IIvx. A low point in Star Trek history. $31 people? Are you serious, people? This is crazy. Sorry, I should have had an OS prepared install prepared already. Gutbomb says that's his favorite episode. That says a lot about you, Gutbomb. I'm sorry. We might not be able to be friends anymore. Hey, 31 people, hit the like button. That would be swell. Even though we're doing an OS install on a stream. It's not my best work, but we had some excitement earlier today. We all need to calm down a little bit. So, a nice little OS upgrade. That'll make us calm down a little bit. Oh, yeah. Here's another thing. So last weekend, and I showed this all off on Dave's Vintage Apples tech stream, so you can go back and watch his stream from last weekend, although it was a 8-hour stream, so you'll have to find where I did this. But I filled up my car with somebody's crap, and I brought it home and I showed off all that stuff on stream. One of the things I got was a Macintosh G3 with the AV personality card, which is super cool. I didn't have a G3 tower, so that was cool. I have a PC. It's a AMD K6. I forget if it's a K6 or K6 II. But we didn't power that on very long because there was definitely a mouse that had been living in there. So we just turned it on to see if it would post. I took all the cards out and I ultrasonically cleaned those this week. But check this out. This might get Steve a little excited. Ooh, oh, we're gonna rip out cables. A SighQuest drive. Should we plug this guy in and see if this actually works today? That would be fun. Bacchus knew what exactly I was talking about. Yes, it's a straight K6. Okay, cool. What else? What else can we do while we wait? Oh, but yeah, this mouse was one of the things that came in that lot. Look at that. In box. I gotta send this up to Trina. Come on, thing. It's a socket 7 system, but yeah, it's cool though because it's not a CPU I have. I have a couple K62 CPUs. I might have a K62 Plus popping around, but I don't think I have a regular K6 around. So add that to the collection. The other neat thing about this case is that it has a 7-segment display. You know, a lot of the original little 7-segment displays on the front would have the 2 digits. This one has full 3, which is pretty cool. We really need all these things. Hey, Francois, let's solder one of those blue SCSI kits. I still have a lot of my green SCSI kits that I need to solder up. This was another thing that I was gonna put in to my streaming PC is an analog PCI AV card, but apparently all the ones I have are DVD decoders. I thought I had a regular like analog capture card that was PCI, and I can't find it right now. But that was going to be the other thing I stick in there. Steve's just going to send me the file. Come on, we're like almost done now. We're like halfway through. Oh, come on, thing. I can't believe this thing is working. Bacchus is getting his Pico W's tomorrow for 5 more blue scuzzies. Yeah, a while ago I made my own order because I wound up having a bunch of extra Picos. And so I just made my own order from JLC PCB to get some blue scuzzies. And I forgot to change the color on the PCBs, so they're all green. Oh, it's not no edge, just the driver. Yeah, that would have been useful too. Alright, let's shut some stuff off here. Let's check Discord. Oh gosh, oh, I'm getting too many blonks. Steve's sending me links to the thing. Oh god, sorry folks. We got blonks. Steve's good at apples. I don't know if anyone's actually ever watched Steve's work. I think maybe a few people have. But yeah, he's good at apple things. The drive is labeled Mac 84 helper. Come on, thing. I thought these Blue Scuzzy V2s were supposed to be faster. Oh, this is a drive of Steve's that is full of goodies. No, let's not do this. We only have a 68030. We don't want to do more than one thing. Exclusive icons? No way. Trina will be taking over Dave's spot tomorrow. Make sure to check that out. Tech Ambrosia got a new 3D printer and we'll be showing that off on stream today. How exciting is that? If there's a person that can do really cool stuff with a 3D printer, it's Tech Ambrosia. $761 and an LC3. Yeah. That's currently what my LC3 is running. But it was an old image that I had that I found back from when I was in college. It was actually the drive. I started with the actual drive before Blue Scuzzy, before I started having Blue Scuzzies. So it was a real Scuzzy disc. I used to do IT stuff for my college, and we had an image, or well, we had a drive that we would just copy onto all the laboratory computers in the science building. And so I still had that drive. And so that's what got me started on my LC3, the Screaming Baby LC3. That was the first thing I did on my channel. If you want to see Terrible John, even more Terrible John, because, you know, obviously everything we do here is terrible. You know, go back and check out my LC3 recap. Lazy Blue Goat says, do you want to troubleshoot and recap a 660 AV for me? Ooh. That sounds like a fun one. Potentially. I think Tech Ambrosia may be sending me a giant box of stuff, if she hasn't already. And I would like to work through that first, though, because she's overloaded me with some stuff we gotta sort through. But yeah, a 660 AV would be awesome to work on. Sloopy says you get all the easy ones. Ouch. Good luck with the shoulder surgery. That's not fun. I know 2 people that have had their shoulders replaced, and it was quite a lot of rehab afterwards. So hopefully yours goes well, Lazy Blue Goat. Come on, OS. We're getting there. What else do we got? I wish I had another Macintosh on the big bed bench that I could power up so that we could see if the SighQuest drive works. Sloopy, you get good stuff, man. Oof. Hello again, Alex. I might need to send this to you, Sloopy. So this is my original Macintosh IIvx. I currently have about 27 repaired traces. Last I tried it, it powered up to gray screen, but did nothing after that. Not checkerboard gray screen or 50% gray screen, whatever it's called with the rounded corners, just straight gray screen. So I'm kind of feeling like the ROMs might have an issue. So now I have a working IIvx. Theoretically, I can do some swapping of bits, and we should be able to get the other one going. But that was a pain. The IIvx does not have schematics that I've been able to find anyway. So it's not easy to figure out where things might be broken. Another project that I've been working on while we're waiting, might as well update you on other projects. Nope, not this one. Where did it go? Sorry, it's my stack of motherboards. I think I'm up to like 4 stacks of motherboards now. Nope, it's not that one. Oh well. So there was a 286 motherboard that I was working on a while ago, and I did some more work on that. I found more bad traces. I think on one of the streams I repaired like 5 traces maybe. Socketed some chips, and basically it was dead. There was no activity. On the ISA bus, we had the 14 megahertz clock, but we did not have the 8 megahertz clock. Went and started poking around the CPU. There was no CPU clock, and so it seems like, and the crystal oscillator is fine, and the oscillator pin for the crystal is an internal internal trace in the logic board, and I can't figure out where it goes. And so it seems like that internal trace is broken somewhere. So I'm again, it's just a generic, well, not generic board, but there's a model number, but there's no schematic for it, and so trying to figure out where the clock pin goes is going to be kind of a pain in the butt. It seems like it probably is supposed to go to some pals. So that one's sort of been stumping me. What am I fixing now? So right now we're testing the Macintosh IIvx that I worked on last weekend. It powered up. And we're doing an OS upgrade to try to get the PowerPC upgrade card to actually work on this thing. Gupbomb asked what machine the video spigot was in. That was in a Macintosh LC. The LC no longer works. So the video spigot is a composite video in, and I have a couple of them. I most recently got one for the LC PDS slot, and it's really bad. The video input on a 68020 processor is a very painful thing. So yeah. The other video spigot that I got is for a 2SI. And so the reason I bought the second video spigot is because the video spigot in the 2SI seems to be completely dead. So I'm going to try to copy I guess it's a PROM. It's not an EEPROM. And see if I can use that PROM to fix the video spigot, because the PROM on the 2SI video spigot was kind of corroded. It was in a battery bombed system. So I think the PROM might be fried. You all do micro soldering. Yeah, we all do micro soldering. Oh, we're finishing installation. Oh, thank God. Steve's getting bored. Okay. Come on, machine. Oh no. Another window? Another install window. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm getting bored. What the heck, bro? Oh my gosh. What are all these things? Steve. I installed too many things. Oh, this is killing me. What else? Can we do a sing-along? This one's going faster. Come on, thing. Go fast. Go fast. I selected too many things. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not going to stop this in the middle. I should have been more prepared. I should have assumed that this board was going to power up. I apologize. Oh, good golly. Good golly. Come on, Blue Scuzzy. What do you mean go fast 2VX is an oxymoron? 2VX has built-in cache. How cool is that? It's a game changer, obviously. Sorry for clicking too many things, people. I didn't realize. Come on, thing. Is it really a Mac OS install if you didn't install the arrows and all the other things? Yeah. Open dock is needed because reasons. Yeah, I should really get a better Mac. We don't really have any of those around here. This is about as good as they get. Oh, come on, we installed ATI Accelerator already. I really want to move this off and bring my 7100 up onto the big bed bench so that we can see what the heck's going on. But I do not want to disturb this. Could you imagine if I stopped it now after we've put all this time into it? Here, let's do another commercial. Are you around, Joe? You can buy these at jcm-1.com. This is a fun little device for those of us that like to work on Macintosh SEs and SE30s. It's a power pass-through so that you can connect an ATX power supply, connect it to the regular SE logic board, and then it has VGA output. How freaking cool is this? This thing is so freaking awesome. It's just awesome. So you can buy these at jcm-1.com. You can put a link in the chat, Joe, if you want. Oh, wait a minute. Now you can put a link in the chat, Joe. Yeah, the VGA is such a cool feature. And then you can do like a Pico ATX power supply, use one of Gutbomb's 3D printed cases, and you can have a little tiny Macintosh. It's smaller than an LC. How cool is this? Beep, beep, beep. And coming soon, adapters so they work with the Classic, Classic 2, Plus, 128, and 512K. Yeah. I was going to make an adapter for this to a Macintosh Plus. I just haven't had a chance yet. But if they're going to make them, then heck, I'm not going to make it. Let them make it. We'll buy it. So I used this last weekend on last weekend's stream, and we did some work on Ryzen's SE30. That system supposedly is still cranking along well. So apparently all it needed was a new main connector soldered on. Gutbomb says, I want to see yours. Yours will be way more jank. That is very true. Alex says, I have a 2000 MacBook. Is it worth anything? I would say probably not. Uh-oh. Sloopy says he made an adapter for the SE type to 512 and has an interesting issue. That's something. And Trina says, I would never do anything janky. No, we never do anything janky around here. You know, like ripping BIOS chips off of random motherboards and soldering them onto other motherboards. That's not janky at all. Come on, are we done? Are we done? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, that one was fast. That one was fast. Are we done? We installed some Power Macintosh extras. Open dock. We need our open dock. Yes, sorry. Come on. Yes, yes, we agree. All right, good. We're not going to do that. Okay. Skip. Come on, can we skip the other things? I shouldn't. Yes, that's fine. Skip. Okay, one last thing. No, two last things. Okay, quick draw. It's not going to let us install it because it doesn't see the PPC. Most likely. Yep. Skip. We don't need this. Skip. Okay. Restart. Come on, here we go. Come on, thing. Come on, thing. Uh-oh. Which one was that? Oh, okay. I gotta use Steve's thing he sent me. This isn't painful at all. About. Okay, we're running 7.6. Load up Snooper real quick. Pretty sure this is going to show us that we don't have. Yep, 68030. Okay, we gotta shut down. Okay. Let's get rid of my face. I'm gonna pull this out of here. I'm gonna cram it into here. Do I have any USB ports left? We can take out our programmer. Oh, what's that? Okay, cram that in there. Steve says his HDA is 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on, USB. There we go. Okay. HD6. This might cause an issue, but let's see what happens. So typically it's going to want to try to boot whatever the highest number SCSI is, but hopefully it remembers what we were booting off of before. If it breaks, Steve didn't do it. What programmer is that? This is a XGECU Pro HD or T48. Good little one. Oh, Steve's is not bootable, so it should skip it. Okay, cool. What else did I miss here? I803866SX says, how about 25 megahertz and 4 megabytes of RAM? Yeah, that would be kind of painful. Okay, I think we're booting up our thing. Is this thing gonna be like 6 levels up in folders there, Steve? Come on, thing. We're getting close now. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful little drive image. That is cute. What all do we have on here? I guess it's our Daystar PPC we want. Should be in the control panels. Yep. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. So I copied this Power Pro thing into the control panels. That's what we want, right? Sorry. Trina thinks my hands are terrible. She says I need to moisturize more. You can open a control panel? Oh. Thought you needed to restart first. Currently running Macintosh IIvx. It sees it as a 6840, but whatever. Okay. Turbo 601 startup. Oh, shut down. Sorry. Oh no, I may have broken it. It changed the noise. The chime is different. Did I broke it? Oh no, here we go. We got gray screen. Yeah, the chime is different. Uh-oh. We seem to be boot looping, or we boot looped once anyway. We definitely have broken it. We went back to black and white. Yay, there's no X over it. Mars. Okay. Go to colors. Open our control panel. Power Pro. 601. It says it's not running on my Macintosh. Advanced features. Shut down properly. Okay. Okay, we shut down. We're going to listen for the other chime. Kind of feel like I should put a 64 meg RAM kit in this thing. Especially if I have to run 7.6. Power Pro. Oh, it says Power Mac 68040 at 40 megahertz. Oh, it's saying it's not running on my Macintosh. What the heck? Congratulations, now you have a terrible 6100. Let's see here. Doesn't look like it has a 68040 on it. Oh, I think that booted up a lot faster. Okay, so it's saying a 68020 now, which I've seen before on PowerPC in Snooper. So it might be correct. Apple Personal Diagnostics. There we go. PowerPC 601 at 66 megahertz. Woot! Woot! We finally did it. Open Tattletech. Okay. CPU 601, 67 megahertz. Well, dang. We did it. Thank you, Steve. Whew. Well, thank you all. I think we're going to end this now, finally. We can all rest easy knowing that we have a functional Macintosh IIvx running now. Yeah, Tech Ambrosia says, lots of wins today. We got so many wins. We fixed a dead Ryzen board, got my streaming PC almost put back together. We got this 2VX with the PowerPC upgrade card working. Thank you, Steve, for all of your assistance and for sending me the image with the stuff on it. Make sure to tune in to Tech Ambrosia tonight at about 6 o'clock Eastern time, and check out her new 3D printer, and check out Trina streaming in place of Dave tomorrow. Yeah, and so that should be about 11 o'clock Eastern time, I think. What else? Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today, and especially during the install process. I don't normally like to do software installs during streams, but that worked. I803866SX says, Dave's not here, man. Yeah. Hit the like button if you wouldn't mind. That would be swell. And do the YouTubey stuff. Like, subscribe, do the things. And yeah, action, action, action. As always, I appreciate y'all, and we will be back again next weekend for some hopefully more crazy adventure time. And have a great week, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. Woot!